Imagine spending $1,000 on a course that promises financial independence, only to find out it's just recycled content from an older, more expensive program. That's exactly what's happening with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi's Project Next. Let's talk about why this matters to you and your money. Here's the thing. Project Next is being marketed as your ticket to financial success in uncertain times. But is it really worth that hefty $1,000 price tag? Think about it. These self-help gurus are making big promises, but what are you actually getting? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on Project Next and show you what's really inside. You might be surprised to learn that this course isn't quite the golden ticket it claims to be. In fact, it might just be a clever repackaging of old ideas. Don't forget to stick around as we reveal the truth behind this expensive program and why it matters to your financial future. Old wine in a new bottle. Remember that $1,000 price tag we mentioned? Well, it turns out this isn't even a new course. Project Next is essentially a repackaged version of Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi's previous offering, the Knowledge Broker Blueprint. That course came with a hefty $2,000 price tag, so they've basically taken their old content, given it a facelift, and are now selling it to you at half the price. This isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a larger pattern in the self-help and online education industry. These so-called gurus often rebrand their old content to create new sales opportunities. They're banking on the fact that most people won't notice or won't care that they're buying recycled information. Think about it. Why create something new when you can just repackage what you already have? It's a clever business move, but it's not exactly fair to you, the consumer. You're paying for what you believe is cutting-edge information, when in reality, it's just old wine in a new bottle. It might seem like a bargain compared to the original $2,000 course, but is it really? Consider this. You can find similar courses on platforms like Udemy for as little as $125. That's a fraction of what Project Next costs. The question you need to ask yourself is, what exactly are you paying for? Is it the content, or is it just the Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi brand names? This rebranding tactic isn't just about making more money. It's also about preying on people's fears and desires, especially during uncertain economic times. Right now, many people are worried about their financial future. They're looking for guidance, for a way to secure their finances and build wealth. Project Next is marketed as the solution to these concerns. But here's the thing. By creating a sense of urgency and tapping into your fears, these gurus are pushing you towards making a hasty, expensive decision. They're counting on you not doing your research, not realizing that this new course is just a rehash of old material. This is why it's crucial to understand how to spot rebranded content. Look for similarities in course outlines, marketing language, and even testimonials. If a new course sounds suspiciously similar to an old one, chances are it's just been repackaged. Also, be wary of courses that promise quick fixes or guaranteed success. Real education and skill building take time and effort. By learning to recognize these tactics, you can save yourself thousands of dollars. Instead of falling for expensive, rebranded courses, you can seek out more affordable, up-to-date alternatives that offer genuine value. Remember, just because something comes with a high price tag and a famous name attached doesn't mean it's worth your hard-earned money. In fact, often the opposite is true. The most valuable knowledge and skills can often be acquired for much less if you know where to look. So, what should you do instead of buying into Project Next? Start by clearly defining your goals. What specific skills do you want to learn? What outcomes are you looking for? Once you have a clear idea, research different learning options. Look for courses that offer concrete, practical skills rather than vague promises of success. Don't be afraid to start small. You don't need to invest $1,000 right off the bat. Try some free resources first, then gradually work your way up to paid courses if you find them valuable. And always do your research before making a significant investment in your education. The hype machine. Now that we've uncovered the repackaging game, let's talk about how Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi actually sell these courses. It's not just about the content, it's about the hype machine they've built around it. These guys are masters of emotional manipulation and fear-based selling. They know exactly which buttons to push to make you feel like you need their course. They tap into your deepest fears about financial insecurity and your dreams of success. It's a powerful combination that can override your logical thinking. Think about their marketing tactics. They use urgency, scarcity, and the promise of insider knowledge to create a frenzy around their offerings. Limited time offer. Only a few spots left. Secret strategies of the ultra-successful. Sounds familiar? These are classic high-pressure sales techniques designed to make you act fast without thinking too hard. But here's where it gets really interesting. Robbins and Graziosi kick off Project Next with a 6-day seminar. 6 whole days of learning. But here's the catch. These seminars are packed with motivational content rather than substantial training. It's all about getting you hyped up and emotionally invested. They're selling you on a feeling, not on concrete skills or strategies. You might be wondering, if it's not that great, why don't I hear more negative reviews? Well, that brings us to another sneaky tactic. Their affiliate marketing model. Robbins and Graziosi have an army of influencers promoting their courses. These influencers get hefty commissions for every sale they make. So, they're not exactly motivated to give honest, unbiased reviews. They're motivated to sell, sell, and sell. This lack of transparency in their marketing is a huge red flag. When you're looking for reviews or testimonials, you can't be sure if you're getting genuine feedback or just another sales pitch. It's a system designed to keep the hype train rolling, regardless of the actual value of the course. Now, here's a statistic that might shock you. Only about 10 to 15% of customers actually complete these types of courses. Think about that for a second. Out of every 100 people who buy in, only 10 to 15 finish the course. Why? Because once the initial excitement wears off, many people realize the content isn't what they expected or needed. This low completion rate isn't just about motivation. It's about the mismatch between what's promised and what's delivered. When you strip away all the hype and emotional manipulation, what's left often doesn't live up to expectations. So, what can you do to protect yourself from these manipulative marketing tactics? First, always give yourself time to think before making a purchase, especially a big one. If someone's pushing you to buy right now, that's a red flag. Second, look for concrete details about what you'll learn, not just vague promises of success. Third, seek out reviews from independent sources, not just the testimonials provided by the course creators. Remember, true financial education isn't about getting hyped up. It's about learning practical skills and strategies you can apply in the real world. Don't let emotional manipulation cloud your judgment when it comes to investing in your education. The reality check. Now that we've uncovered the marketing tactics behind Project Next, let's take a closer look at what you're actually buying. When you strip away the hype and emotional manipulation, what's left? The reality is that courses like Project Next often focus heavily on mindset and motivation, rather than practical implementation strategies. While positive thinking is important, it's not enough to build a successful business or achieve financial independence. Think about it. How many times have you felt pumped up after watching a motivational video or attending a seminar, only to find yourself stuck when it comes to taking real action? That's because motivation without concrete skills and strategies is like a car without fuel. It might look good, but it won't get you anywhere. This focus on mindset over practical skills creates a cycle that's problematic for participants, but profitable for the gurus. Many people who complete these courses end up becoming mindset coaches themselves. Instead of developing tangible skills or businesses, they're essentially selling the same motivational content they just consumed. It's a bit like a pyramid scheme of positivity. The gurus at the top make money by teaching others how to make money. But at some point, someone has to actually create value in the real world, right? This cycle is particularly dangerous because it creates a dependency on the self-help industry. When you're not seeing results, it's easy to think, maybe I just need one more course, or I must not have the right mindset yet. This keeps you coming back for more, spending more money on courses and seminars without actually moving forward in your goals. But don't just take my word for it. Many past customers have expressed regret over their purchases. They often feel misled by marketing tactics that emphasize emotional appeal rather than concrete results. One customer said, "I spent $1,000 on Project Next, thinking it would give me the tools to start my own business. Instead, I got a lot of motivational speeches and vague advice. I could have found better information for free on YouTube." Another participant shared, "After completing the course, I realized I hadn't learned any new skills. I was just more motivated to, buy more courses. It felt like an expensive pep talk." These experiences highlight a crucial point. The self-help industry often profits from ongoing customer dependency. They're not necessarily interested in helping you achieve independence. After all, if you became truly successful and independent, you wouldn't need to buy more courses, would you? This isn't to say that all self-help or motivational content is bad. There's certainly value in improving your mindset and staying motivated. But it's important to balance this with practical, actionable strategies and real-world skills. Remember, real success comes from applying knowledge, not just acquiring it. It's about taking action, making mistakes, learning, and growing. No course, no matter how expensive or hyped up, can do that work for you. Instead of looking for a magic bullet, focus on developing real skills that are in demand in your industry. Learn about finance, marketing, technology, or whatever is relevant to your goals. Read books, take affordable online courses, attend local workshops, or even consider traditional education if it aligns with your career path. Most importantly, start doing. Launch that website, write that book, and start that business. You'll learn more from your failures and successes in the real world than from any motivational seminar. 4. Your path forward. So what have we learned about Project Next and similar guru courses? They're often repackaged content, sold through hype and emotional manipulation with little practical value. Instead of falling for these expensive traps, seek out affordable alternatives that teach real-world skills. Look for courses that offer concrete strategies you can apply immediately. Remember, true financial independence comes from making informed decisions and developing genuine skills, not from following charismatic personalities. It's about taking action, learning from experience, and gradually building your knowledge and capabilities. Your path to success doesn't require a $1,000 course. It requires dedication, critical thinking, and a willingness to learn from various sources. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Let's build a community of savvy, informed decision-makers who support each other's growth and success.